Alright, aspect 2 of school. Right now, I don't know. Oh, okay, I do know what we should do different, but right now, the way it is uh, there's one person staying in the front of the classroom, and there's a bunch of kids sitting in desks facing that person. And those kids are led to believe that that person at the front of the room knows everything. Like, just because they're the teacher, they hold all knowledge and all wisdom and should or demand respect. But I don't think we should allow our children to respect these people and listen to them before they know who they are. And I don't even think, or I think eventually we should break down the whole thing to where there is no longer one person standing at the front of the room acting like they know everything. Um, I think the way school should be done is it should be taught in a circle, and it shouldn't be about learning about what the smartest person wrote in a book and what the state accepted as the best explanation of like education or science or history or whatever. But I think what should be done is the children should be taken. First off, there should be labs like experiments and stuff, so they can see how things work and stuff. And then like chemistry, that should be done in elementary school. And then uh, they should be taken into the neighborhood and into the community so that they can see how the town hall works, who the mayor is, who helps the mayor, what goes on around him, what goes on around the police station, who the police are, what their ranks are, what they do, what their job is. And then I think if children were put in, like, if we're educated that way, like right now we try to keep children innocent so we keep them stupid, but if they could learn like that, they could have a head up instead of becoming 18 and all of a sudden you have to make decisions as an adult about your community and you have never been like properly educated about it. And like right now we just throw people into voting, throw people into this shit when like right before that we were treating them like lessers, like treating them like children because they were children, and then now they're adults and they just were like, okay, well now they can make these decisions. No one showed them how to make those decisions. Why should they, like, they should be allowed to, but I mean, like, what makes them able to make the right one, you know what I mean? Like, but if children were educated about the community completely and how it worked, they could make better decisions when they became adults. And I think they should also be educated on how different industries in the community work and different businesses. I think children should just learn of all the aspects of the communities that they live in, as well as be taught about the world and math and all that. I think it's more important that they learn about what's going on around them than to learn what's going on in a book that somebody wrote that the state picked. Like, cause all of it, McGraw and stuff. That's who. What all the books are from Texas. It's just some guy named McGraw or some company named McGraw. They've got like 5 or 6 people sitting there deciding what they think history is and what they think science is and what they think math is, and they write these books, and then children learn that shit. And how are we like? That's not everything. That's what those 6 people thought was everything. Not 6 people. I mean, I know it's a lot of people goes into publishing each chapter and stuff, but I mean, uh, it's not as like, I mean, we could just go straight to the community and teach them directly what's going on in their lives and how they're affected by it. And I just think that's how it should be done. And it should be in a circle to where there's no one person standing at the front of the room acting like they're smartest. There should be a whole classroom full of people. And if a child wants to ask why, that should be allowed. Or if a child wants to say, I don't think that's how that goes, I think it goes like this, that should be allowed. And if the teacher knows that they're wrong, they should correct them and tell them, like, no, this is how you're wrong. Not just like, that's
Sorry, I ran out of memory on my iPod. At the end, I was saying that the teacher shouldn't just say that's the wrong answer, period, and just put an X on their paper and give them a score. They should tell them how they're wrong, why they're wrong, and how, and further their education by actually teaching them what they did wrong. And I mean, that's basically it. It should be done in a circle. It shouldn't be done the way it is. Okay. At the end, the whole point of this really was it teaches your children to respect random authority. Your children automatically respect this teacher and like just expect her to know everything, and then that leads to them trusting police officers and just thinking that they're all good, and then that leads to them trusting their government elected officials and thinking that anything they say is good and right and moral and going to happen. Like, and children should be taught to ask questions, not to blindly accept what's going on. like, because most people, they believe, like, this is the way it is, we can't change, but that's not true. That's the way we do. Like, the way we do is the way we do, and it can change. You can change the way we do. We just got to get more people to do different than we do now. That's how it works. That's the way the world is. It changes. Things happen. Like, yeah, okay, that's the end of that video. Like, I'm not sure what else to say. I just don't think children should be respecting random authority like that, because children grow up and they become adults that respect random authority.